Welcome to the Asian Dating Podcast. Today I have Anya Chen from Tailor Style joining us today to talk a little bit about styling for men and what she has to offer with the menswear clothing rental subscriptions. So, Anya, welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about what you do and your business.
Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Anya Chen, founder and CEO of Tailor. We use AI and human stylists to style you, but also we send you real clothes for you to wear for a couple weeks. When you're done, you send back the dirty clothes, we wash them and send to our customer. And then for you, no more shopping, no more laundry. And before starting the company, I have 15 years in big tech company, led their e-commerce team, such as building Facebook shopping, Instagram shopping, as an eBay's head of product, and also for Target, help them to build their Silicon Valley office, etc. So I'm here to share a little bit more about tailors and helping you to look great and close, get a date and very nicely.
Thank you. Thank you. So, what are some basic clients that you help out there with styling? Like, what is your niche? Looking at your website, I mean, the clothes are beautiful. So, what is your ideal client out there to help?
Yeah, so today most of our customers are people who are not into fashion. They are not GQ guy. They definitely don't know what to wear. They have a little bit preference on certain style and different kind of specific brands. However, most of them kind of have been wear kind of the same thing again and again in the last 10 years. They are single guys who are want to look great for their days and showcase themselves. They don't want to be someone else. They want to be themselves, but the best version of themselves. They are pretty busy. They are not into fashions and they have a wide variety of their personal preferences, sports and careers and music, entertainments, and all kind of different things. But the only thing they have in common is they are not very fashion forward and they need a little bit help from the stylist. And in the old times, and I say this is an interesting trend because in the dating space and in the old time where people will all go to the dating sites and but nowadays it's actually become using technology, but nowadays it's actually opposite. People were coming to look for matchmakers to help them just like me, actually a more personal touch, more one-on-one, while oppositely in the styling it used to be a human stylist. You will come as a personal shopper. They will bring you to a department store, and then you will have to spend few $100 per hour with a stylist. On top of them, you have to spend few $1,000s to buy those brand new clothes from high-end department store. Oppositely, from just like dating in the styling side, we actually now have been reinvented by AI. So our AI will actually look at a lot of your profile, your preference, your occasion, your weather, item that you have hardest, and then they will curate an amazing outfit. But we don't want you to be a prompt engineer. We actually have a human professional stylist who can jump on the room call with you for 15 minutes. You can talk about your preference. If you don't want to get a call, it's okay. You can fill out a quiz, text our stylist, and our stylist will be the boss of AI to make sure AI did a great job or revise what AI has did and send you the perfect outfit so you don't have to be the prompt engineer. But you want to look good, and that's great. And you have someone like personal assistant to help you.
It's great. That just saves so much time and you get the help that you need virtually. So you don't have to physically drive to a department store, stand in line, then feel pressure to buy something. I mean, that's great. I love it. Now, Anya, how did you come up with this idea? I know you're a co-founder, right? So where were you? How did you have this aha moment to start this business?
Yeah, maybe like many of you, I am someone who want to do better and I want to be successful. I was a head of product at eBay. At the time, I was the only minority on the team as a head of product. I led large technology team. I feel a little bit imposter syndrome. I didn't feel that I'm always ready. So I want people to at least look at me, feel that I'm ready, even though I'm freaking out. So I started looking for some options online. Oh, subscription boxes like Trunk Club, Stitch Fix, Dailies, and different type of subscription boxes. They all amazing with stylists to help you, but they require you to buy right away when you receive the item. And I don't know. I first of all, I don't want to own that many stuff. I hate laundry, but I also don't know. I have to decide right away. Even someone already styled me. I don't know if okay, am I going to wear this for 5 times, or is that really looks great? Am I going to like it after I wear a few times? So I decided to try some rental companies like Rent the Runway, Newly, or more. There's many women's versions. There's very little or almost none in men, but there's a lot in the woman space. So I try those things. I like it that you don't have to buy, but I also hate it because there were 10,000, 50,000 items, and I have to go through tons of them and spend hours. And I'm not a stylist. I don't even know what I like and what looks good on me. So it looks great on model, but then when I receive it, I'm boutique. I'm like 5'1", so like it looks like long dress while it's supposed to be short. So I realized that I hate the whole experience. And most of the fashion companies seems were designing for people who are into fashion. But there are a lot of people like me who are not into fashion, but I want to look good because I want to get a job, get a date, close the deal. I want to be successful. I went to TED Talk twice. I was freaking out. I want to make sure I look great on my TED Talk. So then I do some research. Anyone think just like me, and more people who are busy, who are not into fashion and hate shopping, hate laundry. Turn out most of them, lots of people say yes, 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 yes. They are all guys. They are all busy men who are not into fashion but want to look great for example for their dating life.
Yeah. I know. I as I look back and think about the men that I work with, because the men are the paying clients with my matchmaking service, and the women all join my database for free to get set up with the men. I'm thinking probably 90% of the men that I work with could actually use a stylist, use somebody to revamp their look, because if they've been dating for 10, 15, 20, maybe 30, 40 years, or come out of a newly divorced situation, they could use a revamp to feel confident in what they look like and what to wear. And because there's different trends now, right? I mean, not saying that you have to wear trends to be trendy, but there are some classic looks that maybe can make them look 5 years younger, 10 years younger, a little more chic. So, all that stuff is such a great idea. I feel like it's such a low pressure way to learn about what you can wear that would look good on you, right? Because you're right. I mean, the models are so different. I wish we could all look like models, but we don't and we can't. But there are certain things that would complement our bodies really well. And just to go out on a date feeling confident is huge, is
Yes.
absolutely huge.
For sure. And I think the part is the peace of mind. I really the mission for the companies, I want people to be best of themselves. Like if you are a funny person, if you're a smart person, you are a kind person, you are a sensitive person, like I feel like whenever whatever you are doing at date, at work, at social life, you should focus on being you. You shouldn't be worried about am I looks like me? Am I looks presentable? I feel like this shouldn't be that pressure on top of what you already have a lot of pressures on. And the same thing in terms of commitment, you mentioned about commitments. A lot of people using us because they now they can try different things. If they are buying something, then you probably buy the same brand again and again because oh, I know that brand, the size fits. It's probably not going to be amazing, but it's not going to be bad. I feel like it's safe for me. So turn out that you kind of were you didn't know that you can actually be a very different style that even better representing you or your personal brand, right? Nowadays, we all know with social media and so many things, like personal brand is everything. And people just like dating profile, they look at you for 2 seconds and then they decide if they want to go out with date with you. You don't want to miss the opportunity just because it doesn't look great. But in fact, it could be you are an amazing person and you should focus on what you do best. And the commitment part is that now you can try different things like your Netflix. If I will have to buy a DVD, I have to decide, oh, I'm going to watch this movie for 10 times every year, so I will buy. But now it's Netflix. Why not? I will try for 2 minutes and I don't like it. Okay, next one. The same thing for rental. You receive a file item. You wear for a couple of weeks, wear a week, and you send back the dirty clothes. You don't have to wash them, and you try next one. So now, if you never wear green, you can try one green. If you never wear polo, you can try polo. Never wear pinks. Now is a perfect time for have a pink short. So plenty of things, and your stylist already picked for you. So guarantee it's not going. You may not be love it for every item, but guarantee at least you look pretty presentable. So no one will feel like, oh, you are weird. You actually looks really nice. It's just more of personal preference. So I feel like the no commitment is also something a lot of our customers are looking for, and also what we want to offer to people. Because once you have commitment, just like dating life, you probably feel there's one extra pressure for you to think about. And but before the commitment, and that's probably why in some dating people say, oh, before you are too serious, maybe not to go to those like 5 hour events, and because you were stuck there for 5 hours, maybe go to something a little bit more short and casual drinks. And so then it's not that long of commitment. The same thing in our model. Like before you realize you love it, why don't you try to wear for a couple weeks? Try before you buy or never buy.
Yeah, I love the idea that you can try on an outfit for a few times and then you're like, huh, I actually really look good in this. Or I got a lot of compliments from strangers and friends and stuff that you never would have thought about, right? It's kind of like going a little bit outside of your comfort zone, but yet your stylist has already know a little bit about you to help you expand your horizons a little bit. Um,
For sure. We one thing we found all the time is our customers say, I will never wear green, or never wear purple, or pink, or yellow. And sometimes our stylist like, hey, how about this? I will give you a bonus item for free. Why don't you try this burgundy? You say you never wear red. How about this burgundy? Or you never wear green. How about these olive greens? You know,
yeah.
nowadays there are so many colors. And is it is really red? No, it actually looks like dark red, and it's really pink. No, it's really like between pink and some very nice unicorn color that is perfect for summer. Sometimes you don't know, and many of our customers they turn out say, I will never do that, and then we got them and they were like, can I buy three the same thing? So very commonly the fact is many of us don't even know what we want. Just like when you are in a relationship, you probably know you ask your girlfriend like, what do you want to eat tonight? And your girlfriend say, yeah, whatever. And you say, how about we eat pizza? And she say no. Right? So many times we don't know until we try it. So why don't you give it a try?
That's true. That's true. Now, what about what designers or what labels or what companies do you guys draw from? Like, how many different brands do you guys style with?
Yeah, we work with over 300 brands from all over the world. And from very famous brand, pretty much every name brands, you name it, to emerging brands. They are like fantastic artists in Italy's, in Japan's, and in also in like London's, and those emerging designers just out of school, but they are very, very good, very talented, and has been pretty trendy in Europe, but it's not available here. It's very trendy in Korea, but it's not available in here. So we partner with them, and so we source inventory from all over the world. Our vision is to make sure you kind of can get the best from different parts, no matter how big, how small the brand is. And I use word for retailers, Target, Sears, Kmart, Lanterns. And what we have found was that in those retailers, only like those big conglomerate company can really get knock on the door and become their suppliers. But in fact, in the fashion industry, there are so many wonderful designer all over the world, wonderful textile company all over the world. And also what we have found was a lot of we only source high quality brands. It may be well known, it may be emergent, but only high quality brand. What we have found was sadly in the fashion industry, most of the brands spend money not in the quality of clothes, more of in marketing. I'm a marketer, so I can get a master's degree from Northwestern University. I teach there part time and marketing and product management. Unfortunately, brands on the fashion side, usually the price is correlated with the brand, not correlated with quality. Like Uniqlo could be pretty high quality. We definitely don't have that because you already have in your closet. But to illustrate, like the high quality doesn't have to be correlated with the price. So versus usually prices because they spend marketing in their brand. So we do source from high quality brand all over the world. They could be very famous. They could be just emergent. And this really also, besides helped you because you may want to buy. So when you buy, you don't have to pay $500. It could be $40 for amazing short from Italy. And but you don't have to pay that much. And also when you are buying, our customer love to buy, and when they don't have to buy, you don't have to buy. But then when you buy, it's at least 20% of retailer, all the way to 70% off the retailer. So because it's pre-owned item, you could be only one person worn before that, and then it could be a lot more cheaper. And you already wear for a couple weeks, so you know it likes new, is really really good. And occasionally, you could be the first person who wear the brand new item, like just like rental car. You happen to be the first person get a car, but of course, when you buy, you will be more close to the retail price. Versus if already have three people won before you, then it could be 50% off right away, just like car. Even though it's still like new, but once it's off the ground, you know the price dropped into half. So we also source brand. We usually source brand from with a little bit different. What it means is that it's not going to be something you have in your closet. It's going to be something that a little bit unique in style, maybe, or a little bit unique in design, in unique in material. For example, we have clothes made by recycled coffee grounds, made by recycled plastic bottle, also clothes the bottom made by coconut, or the design, which is very interesting print outside, interesting print in the shorts, very interesting print on inside of the blazers, like so many different things. And also the technique, it could be the item is extremely breathable. It could be at one time we have a jacket that you can put your cell phone in the pocket, which will can auto charge your phone. And we also have the items that are 100% recyclable using single material only. We definitely also very small amount, but also have item that might only organic cottons, etc. There are many, many different things, and you will be amazed when you are kind of look outside of just a few brands that you can see in the outlet. The world is your oyster, and we were able to luckily to find those amazing friends from all over the world.
Is that your job to find these companies, or who do you have a separate department that does that? Like, it sounds
Yeah,
so
definitely not
unique.
me. Definitely not me. I am not as good as that, but we actually have designer and stylists and merchants from a lot of amazing, iconic fashion brands to do so. And so we are very lucky. I'm originally from Taiwan, which you may know Lululemons, Nikes, and Hugo Boss, and Calvin Klein's. Pretty much you name it. Like many world most famous brands are actually made by Taiwanese textile company. They are world well known for textile innovations. So actually, the brands that I just mentioned, the manufacturers were actually our investor. So we were able to heavily tap on the textile innovation space and to connect with many different amazing brands all over the world. And also before we this model brand have to co-calling Macy's to get on them, which is really difficult. Where they get on Amazon and they were just one of the millions of brands there, which you have no clue are they good or what. Or even if you like to try them, you're not sure how to style. But now you have a personal stylist will actually mix and match those amazing brands for you. So then you can try and you try for a week. If you don't like it, fine, just send it back and we will make sure next time is even close to what you need. Just like your Netflix, the first show and you like a few shows. Now all of my shows are Korean dramas.
So it's interesting that you said if someone decides to purchase the item that it's probably only been worn 1 time, 2 times, or 3 times. So it's not like something that's all worn out or anything, right? Like it's still a pretty high quality, low depreciation on the product.
For sure, for sure. So on average, our item gets sold after 3 wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people actually really love to buy, and we keep saying that not yet. We're growing so fast. We're growing 10 times year over year. So we constantly have new customer, and the inventory got so soft so fast because first of all, we do source high quality brand, but we don't source those like really premium luxury, like runway show type of brand, like $1,000 for a
Right.
simple t-shirt. Like we don't source those things. So customer will tend to find the price pretty reasonable, just like what they can find in the department store in the malls. And also it comes with discount because it's pre-owned.
Right.
And you will actually surprised to find that pre-owned are everywhere. When you go to restaurant, the spoon is pre-owned. You put it in your mouth, right? And Uber is pre-owned. Your Lyft is pre-owned. There are so many things. You go to hotel, everything is pre-owned. But of course it will be still like new, and you can also try for a couple weeks. Just like your rental car, you tend to get actually pretty new car because if before it's too old, the companies already get rid of car. And but our customer love to buy clothes because your stylist already picked the perfect outfit for you, and you already wear for a couple weeks, and your friend also say this looks amazing,
Right.
and it's like 50% off retailer. There's no brainer to buy, so our customer actually love to buy. And number one feedback is they actually are looking for us to also sell them non-rental item like shoes, accessories, and hats and belt, which we are expanding into. So then it can be almost like one-stop shop. You have a concierge service, you have a secret weapon of a wingman behind you. You know, in a movie, there's a guy always have a gay friends, and then they tap on their shoulders and you are ready to go. I think so we are really imagine we are like that for you. We are your secret weapon at your pockets. So you can open that, chat with our stylist. Our stylists use our amazing AI tools. So then we can find the perfect outfit. We know you probably better than you.
It really is a secret item, secret weapon for especially with my audience where they're single, they need some help. It's like, man, this is better than having like a sister to help you shop and just getting quality opinion and quality pieces. Now, Anya, I know you're more of the business side of Taylor, but can you tell the audience, like men, like what are a couple pieces of item that they should have in their wardrobe that is kind of universally appealing to the single women? Like what is one or 2 items that you think, "Hey, you know what? You really should upgrade your wardrobe with this."
Yeah, yeah. So I think so. Before I talk about the item, maybe there's just some few tips. Like for example, people usually like to know like how to look taller, for examples, right? So a lot of guys want to look taller, and so there's 1/3 rule. So you want to make sure your top is only 1/3 of your whole bodies. So because if your top is like 50/50, it looks a lot shorter. So first of all, you want to do so. In terms of people ask us about a lot about colors, and so it's actually no right or wrong compared to some people say you have to have contrast color, your top or your bottom. Some people say, but also this year the matching outfit is actually very trendy. If your top is blue, bottom is blue, it's okay. So there's no real like I would say the safe bet will be they are a little bit contrast. So how do you know? You take your iPhone, you take a picture of yourself, you use your iPhone, turn it to filter to be just black and white. A safe bet will be your black and white. One it looks a little bit darker, one looks a little bit lighter. Then that's a safe bet. However, I will say also this year, people will actually tend to do a matching outfit. So kind of against of the golden rule of styling. But so either you can try the trendy one, or if you are afraid, just take a picture of yourself and see are you actually have some focal point of your body. And some people the thing is that you want to have a focal point of your body so people know where the eyes goes to. So in the case that if you, for example, if you don't have any focal point, for example, you are super, super like all bright, like yellow top, yellow bottoms, and that's okay too, because then when you don't have a certain focal point, people will focus on your face. So if your looks nice looking, that's fine. Then you should do that because your focal point is your face. Or for example, people ask that, should I have a V-neck and really show the top or what? Either way, there's no right or wrong. But keep in mind, if you look at your mirror, the people usually their eyes goes to one area, and one area should be where you're pretty proud. Could be your six pack, should be your broad shoulder, could be your face, or could be just your nice fit top and bottom, and that's okay too. Accessories, a lot of people will say, "Oh, sure, is this one looks good? This one looks good." No, usually it looks good when you put them together. A simple, like before you are getting too advanced, a simple rule is a color of threes. So if you look at your top button, including your hat, including your backpack, and your shoes, like everything. If you look at you from top to bottom, if you have more than three color, you probably or more on the advanced version. So unless you know what you are doing, otherwise then more than three color is a bad thing. But so don't do so. And but definitely you consider everything, including your accessories. And but definitely add on accessories, adding a watch, a belt, and backpacks and or layers. So once you have a layer, if you only wear t-shirt top and bottom, that's fine. But once you have layer, for example, in fall, you have a little bit blazer or a jacket or a sweater on top of your shorts, or you have vest, or you have just a once you have layer, or even a t-shirt inside a polo, once you start to have layer, it looks totally different, looks a lot more sophisticated. And in terms of trendy stuff, or the stuff that you definitely needed, I think versatile is a thing, is a trend. Nowadays the words and fun life getting a lot more blur, so people tend to like stuff that's versatile, that you can have, for example, the polo with a little bit short. And keep in mind, when we say polo, actually there are many kinds. Some people say I never wear polo. We send them one and say, oh, I don't know, this is count as a polo. So something that versatile or simple, short, and a little bit tiny prints, it always help. And if you are afraid of print, start with print that's smaller. Once if you see the shape is smaller in terms of size, smaller, it tend to be feel a lot more conservative. And if you like to be really loud, then try the print that is very big in terms of the size of the print is really big. And we definitely see trendy on a little bit school feeling is definitely trendy. We also see some interesting retro is trendy. The burgundy color is trendy. We also see some stuff for more a little bit school feeling, or stuff that we see the matching outfit with a like similar color top and down. Muted color is also very trendy. But if you want more tips, just follow Taylor.style on Instagram. You will see plenty of what's trendy, what's out there. And if you don't want to figure out, sign up and your stylist will figure out for you.
Yeah, I was looking at your website and those prints that the men are wearing, like they're very attractive prints and colors and everything. Like it's actually fabulous looking. And like that's a good way to start wearing prints is when they're little small. And then once you get more confident, you can be more bold and make a statement. But yeah, everything on your website looks amazing. So that's I just really urge men to give Taylor a shot because, man, it can really transform your confidence and your taste in what you like. So I love it. I love it.
I think it's
Um,
also a way to discover yourself. You may never know that, oh, I actually looks good in hoodie. I never actually looks good in blazer. Some people say I never wear jeans, but you know nowadays a lot of fake jeans. They looks like jeans, but they are extremely comfortable. So I would say don't limit yourself because the fashion and the textile the style industry has been evolving so fast. So what you believe or remember the polo is not the polo nowadays. What you remember for the hoodie is not the hoodie nowadays. There's very trendy hoodie that you can wear to the office. There's very nice looking t-shirt or the conversational prints that you can wear to everywhere. The same thing for blazers. It's not only have to work, you can also wear blazer for fun stuff. So I would say start by like get rid of your stereotype and being open-minded and maybe try out the rental thing so that you can just try a week and see how you like it and ask your stylist what's best representing yourself. Some people like to look stand out, some people like to look fit in, some people like to look younger, some people want to look older because more a bit more experience. And but you never know. You might discover a really personal style that you haven't known before.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Anya. I always love to tell men, like, hey, if you have a little pot belly, just go ahead and wear a jacket or a suit jacket and, you know, take photos in it can help you out and slim you down. But I think a suit jacket looks great on any guy just to jazz up their look a little bit, of course, with the right texture and right style and all that. So, but Anya, thank you so much for joining me today on the Asian Dating Podcast. And I will, of course, put all of your contact information in the show notes. And if anybody has any more questions, feel free to ask a question down there and I'll make sure that I get it to Taylor. So thank you, Anya. Do you have any last minute tips or any last minute comment before I let you go?
Yeah, if anyone want to try out service, feel free to go to taylor.style. That's TAELOR.STYLE. TAELOR.style. And use the coupon code May, MAY, and you can get 25% off for the first month. And I would say the best way is being yourself, like best version of yourself. Once you feel confident, you feel ready, then that's where you shine. Just because you are already good, we know you are good. We just you just need to have a peace of mind, feel like yes, I am ready. Then I think for Asian women, being speaking of one from Taiwan and my co-founder from Malaysia, and we have so many Asian women on our team as well. I think for us that there's a lot less about we want you to look specific type. It's definitely that we don't want every guy to look like Korean drama guy. However, I think what we are really look a lot of our those women looking for is that we just want someone who actually feel like he can take care of himself. So then they can also be someone that like we can also have a great conversation and interesting and fun. And the best way is to be yourself. And a simple tip, you don't remember anything today, a simple tip is before you go out the door, look at mirror yourself. In fact, you know if you are looking great or not. But the fact is that many guys, they forgot. They are rushed out the door and they actually forgot to look at themselves. So the simple tip is just look at yourself in the mirror before you go out and breathe, and you know you will do great.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Anya, so much for your time. And ladies out there, if you're single, I would love to hear from you. Please go to twoasianmatchmakers.com, fill out a profile so I know how to find you. And men, if you need help with matchmaking, please contact me at twoasianmatchmakers.com. Thank you, Anya. Have a great day.
All right. Bye. Thanks.
Okay.